Nice.
You serious?
Leo, how you doing? Oh, my pushes. Oh, some, you know, like Leo. Meow. Some of you might be dog lovers, or you're getting a dog, or you want a dog, or you just keep going on about dogs all the time, Dave. How you doing, my pushes? My pushes. So, Leo, we are putting all the star signs to the test of which one, well, I don't know, actually gives a shit about their own star sign, basically. So we hold competitions on this YouTube channel. We're going to be doing your reading very soon, but please bear with me because this is very important to see whether you get knocked off the slot and just go over to Patreon, or whether you actually want the free readings that Steve does over on here. Now, Aquarius has just knocked Pisces off the chart, and Pisces now goes to Patreon only, okay, and it's now replaced by Aquarian. Why? Because Aquariuses have absolutely knocked everybody off the block by their comments and their likes. So what I'm asking for is 150 comments. Now, this ain't too hard. Well, I mean, is it hard enough? 150 comments and 400 likes. Now, this depends on how much you like me as a reader and how much you want. Because you could be one of these people that just skip it and like, oh, I haven't got time for all this nonsense. It takes 30 seconds out of my day, Steve. And that's way too much for me to cope. I'm a Leo. Right? So I'm asking for 150 comments, okay, which isn't too hard when you can comment more than once, and 400 likes. Now, I think that's probably way too much for everybody to kind of cope with, okay? But we're going to try for it. So 150 comments, 400 likes, and if you can do that, okay, by the time it does that, I do you another reading. Okay, so everybody else is joining in. Okay, so it depends on whether you're going to stay on YouTube or just go straight to Patreon, and I just deal with Patreon Leos. Okay. My time is very sparing, Leo. So let's see how my persons are going to be doing on in 2024 for Leo. So for 2024, let me tap in, Leo. Tap. You could be seeing a water sign, could be Pisces for a lot of you. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Some of you, someone likes music, or they tap quite a lot, or they've got ADHD and they're constantly like moving about and talking really fast, okay, or they tap all the time. Some of you, it could be a dripping tap, and something that you're going to have through this year where it's to do with around renovating your house or your home. But I keep hearing this tap, 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 tap. Now, it could be tapping the pussy, okay, so some of you might be like constantly slapping the meat. Some of you might be on a carnivore diet, okay, and you or your partner maybe, or someone in your family, Johnny, is just like eating meat, okay, loves eating meat. I mean, majority of men like eating meat. I don't know about so much about the women, but men do eat meat anyway. So I'm picking up a lot to do with around maybe dieting, possibly carnivore sort of situations going on, and slapping meat. So this could be where you, like I said, man, you're making burgers or sausages or something up in here, okay? Oh, Leo, anything coming up for Leo 2024? For Scorpio, Aries, are you coming up for Christmas? So, oh, okay, that's quite a recent. Reese, Rihanna, Ricky, Rachel, are you coming up for Christmas? So some of you probably don't live with your parents, and they're wanting to know about, are you coming over for Christmas? Are you coming down, or are you coming over? What's her name? Dan, Danielle, Darren also. Are you coming down for Christmas? Downtown, town, uptown girl. Uptown girl, you be living in a righteous world. I'm not really getting anything for you, Leo. Who sung that? That name, anyway. The name. What's the name going to be? Okay, is someone pregnant here? Okay, and they're saying, what's the name? Because I'm picking up like a baby shower and the name. Okay, the name of the child and the Holy Ghost of Elijah. But like, or Lee. But what's the name? What are you naming it, Steve? But like Stephen King, but what are you going to name it? Okay, so there is something here where it doesn't have to be like a pregnancy or a person, but like we haven't figured out what we're going to call this child yet, or we haven't figured out what we're going to call it. Okay, so it might be a brand or something, probably an omen, but like a brand or a channel or something, and I'm going to make something, but I'm not sure yet what I'm going to call it. Okay, so it could be Steve, but like I've thought of something and something's going to happen, but I don't know what I'm going to call it, or I don't know what we are going to call it. It's like a shared something that's between two people. Okay, so it's a baby. It's like a pregnancy in the family, Jano. But like someone ends up pregnant, or they are pregnant with someone that you know, Leo, and they say, "What we're going to call it, AJ, A or J? What we're going to call it?" So anything beginning with A or J, AJ, another J, another gay in the village. Someone might be in a same-sex relationship here. Someone could be from Wales. Gwyneth Willeth from Wales, and they're in it. Not the gay in the village, you know. So there's a same-sex relationship here, picking up two men, not women, but men. Okay, from Wales, because that was Britain, Little Britain. Gwen Willeth, is it? Leo. Don't forget you can watch this as Leo and Aquarian and Pup 8. Right, let's just get on, bruv. Because I not coming up with anything channel wise. Leo. Blank. Blankety blank. Someone could be shooting blanks, Dave. Like, you know, blanking it, blanks, or blank stare, or blanking someone. Like, okay, hold on a minute, Leo. So, Spirit's saying a couple of messages. Is somebody trying for a baby, or been trying for a baby, or wants a baby? But there's a problem downstairs with someone. Like, it's like this, I want a baby, but I'm not having sex, or there's a problem with sex, or there might be a problem with someone's, like, fishing tackle. Could be a Pisces, but there's something wrong with their tackle. And it doesn't, I'm British, by the way, right? So fishing tackle means you're Rodney downstairs, Dave. But like something's wrong with someone's tackle and they can't really go fishing, if you know what I mean. So it's a Pisces up in here somewhere, and it's something wrong with someone's tackle. And it might not have anything to do with the baby, but it is having something to do with, like, you know, going fishing and enjoying the old kipper and the old sausage. So there is something here that is of maybe not shooting or shooting blanks or something like that. Okay. Sperm, dear, for those of hard of hearing. Sperm. But like that, like it's difficult for me to produce anything. Okay, so now there might be, oh, George, there might be something for here to do with around producing, like music production and producing. That came up in another reading. It was Aquarius yearly. They're an 8, and so are you. What do you know? Same message. So something to do around music production or music producing. And that's the tapping and the drums and the keyboards and so on and so forth. And I'm finding it difficult to produce anything. So it might be like writer's block or blocking something. And I can't seem to, you know, get the mental clarity going, and I can't seem to find me oomph anymore. Some of you, this is very private for somebody, but something's going on with someone's privates. I mean, they could have ADHD like myself. Okay, us folk with ADHD find the bedroom department extremely difficult. I'm not kidding. Ask someone with ADHD how they find the bedroom department, okay? Because one, it'd be very difficult, and two, if it was an actual bedroom department, they would be focusing on something else, and they'd be asking everybody, where's the bedroom department? And they'd be like, well, it's right in front of you, Dave. Well, you're not paying attention. You're like, oh, it's there. Get it, bedroom department. But anyway, so there's somebody here that could suffer with ADHD and finding it very difficult in order to be able to focus and get mental clarity. This could have a lot to do with finding shops or actual like sex and stuff, and finding it very difficult to be able to perform um, fishing or in the bedroom department. What's going on in this bedroom department? But like, we're not talking about shopping Porsches. So somebody, like I said, possibly suffers through ADHD. Now, people don't generally start to have problems in the bedroom department until there is a mental health problem. Okay, people normally want things. Okay, so if somebody isn't wanting it at all and you're finding it very difficult to get feelings and emotions or like some sort of like kinky time going out of anybody, it's either because they're telling you to piss off, or two, it's because they're finding it very difficult because it could be like ADHD. Okay, so just, you know, be very careful around people's feelings that may have mental health when it comes to a male or female not being able to perform, because it's also very embarrassing. Okay, but generally there is a message there for somebody. Could be Scorpio or Aries placement. Okay, place fish. This person could have Aries, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio. What do you know? Pisces, Aries, Scorpio in their chart. Six of Swords, Gemini, maybe Capricorn. Finding it difficult to focus. That's why I can't channel for you, because there's Scorpio or Aries energy here, and I'm kind of like picking up signs of ADHD, of unable to be able to ghee. Okay, some of you might be having ghee. Okay, in your, if you don't know what ghee is what we use in carnivore diet. It's basically butter that's been heated up and then all the crap's taken out of the butter so it doesn't burn. And then you put ghee in the frying pan, and it's what carnivores basically use. But I'm hearing ghee. Okay, so it's to do with butter or ghee. So some of you really could be on this carnivore diet. I'm also hearing key or Keely or Keys, Louisiana, or from Keys. Keely, Kaylee, Kylie, Casey, someone from Australia. Jason, Kaylee said those. Especially for you, I'm gonna tell you all the things about my poo. So anyway, here we go. Seven of Swords. I'm gonna come round from out of Spaceland. So, Seven of Swords. Attention deficit disorder. You're not paying attention to where you're going. Why are you not? Why are you always focused in other directions or other things, or about your your erection? There is someone that has ADHD here that's suffering sexually through someone, through something here. Okay, because why? Well, this is also not paying attention, right? But it's also, I can only do it when I feel up for it. But you come into my life when you want it, but I have to wait for you to want it, for you to come into my life and want it. Okay. But then majority of the time, you're not paying any attention to how it makes me feel. It makes me feel insecure that you don't want me because you're not sleeping with me and because you're not doing all of those kind of things. This is message one, Leo. Okay, but you're not doing all of those kind of things. And because you're not doing that to me, then that's making me feel insecure that I'm not good enough for you. But if this person, Natalie, but if this person has ADHD, it's not the fact that they don't want to be with you, it's the fact that they have mental health. They can't concentrate. Your tackle doesn't work, Dave. Okay, it's to do with adrenaline and everything else that kind of runs through the body, and it's not there. So there's one message. This person could possibly have ADHD, finding it very difficult to focus throughout this year. Something that definitely needs sorting out. Jeff, Steve. Maybe medication that somebody wants this year. Okay, I'm also hearing dedication is what you need, which was Roy Castle. Roy Castle actually died through having cancer. This is a Cancerian card or a life path 7. So I don't know if there is cancer in the family, okay, Someone's just had a lucky escape, okay, from it, okay. So we've got the Fool card that was also out. So this person might just drift in and out of your life like a yo-yo or a bingo dobber, Leo. They could be at a far and they have to travel for a living. Okay, now you might not live with this person and they travel to visit and see you now and again. Okay, now this could also be a son or a daughter or anything like that, but they don't spend a lot of time at your place. Now, it could be a fish, but if you have your own place, Leo, this person doesn't spend long at your place. They get itchy feet. They start like, oh God, I can't sit around too long. I've got to go. And you're like, why have you got to go for? You're like, well, I've got things to do. I've got work and I've got this stuff and I forgot that and I've forgotten. You're like, oh, and this person's very ADHD like, and they forget a lot of things and they have to keep going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards when they forget stuff. Okay. So this person's very forgetful. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is actually interrupting your relationship or whether it's bothering you with this person, but it's very in and out. It's not living together. It's having to travel to visit this person. I don't know how far your distance is. Okay. Now, there could be signs of fight or flight, which could be this person has a lot of phobias and a lot of fears that could relate to Tears for Fears. Tears for Fears. Can't remember the song. But like sowing the seeds of love, sowing the seeds. Somebody could be sowing their oats in someone else. If you're dealing with a player and someone that does sleep around quite a lot and does go off to other women or men, they could be sowing their fields and their oats in different plantations, Dave. But this person gets very forgetful and they don't spend too much time living with you or being with you. They're only there for a short while. They could also suffer from, like I was saying, ADHD, panic attacks and anxiety. But I did go over that in the Aquarius reading for anybody. I'll have to do a proper video on that. It's because you don't run from anxiety, you run towards it. Because anxiety is built off fear. And if you fear the Reaper, okay, the Reaper comes a calling. Okay, so you can't get rid of something that you're fearing, so you have to not fear it, which means you have to appreciate it. Tell it that you love it. Tell it that it's welcome. Okay, when it knows that, it has no power over you and it dissipates. But I'm not going to go over it again because that was in the Aquarius reading. If you've just found this channel and you find it very interesting, then like I said, watch 8, which is Aquarius. Watch Aquarius. Doesn't matter where, because it is an 8. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you don't have Aquarius in your chart, but you're a Leo. Okay. So 2 of Cups. So like I said, some of you, it could be a metaphysical kind of connection, someone from the past that keeps wandering in and out of your life. Once were warriors, someone from hey, you're right there, Gil. You need to put some makeup on then, innit? I forget where that is again now, but where the once were warriors, where they had tattoos on their face and stuff. So South Africa, is it South Africa or something like that? But yeah, you more than likely don't live with this person. Some of you don't even want a relationship at all. If you do, it's not with this person, and that might be you, Leo. It might be you that this person's trying to avoid, which means that they know that someone has a connection with them, but they're really not taking it. They're not taking life very seriously. They're not taking this connection very seriously, or they just don't want it at all. Okay. You can't make a person want a relationship if they don't want one, right? Because the 2 of Cups is not a relationship. It's it's a relationship, but you don't live together if you're in a commitment. Okay. Now, it's someone that keeps running in and out of a commitment or a connection that they've got with someone, but it's more of like a part-time lover or a part-time mother. This could be happening to your mother. Okay. Somebody here could be leaving this year, like on annual leave. I'm hearing this pregnancy maybe in someone being on annual leave, or the name Anne or Nan, or it's in the family, and so your Nan's not pregnant, surely. But this is someone that is going to be on like annual leave this year. Let's see. Leo. Don't forget, Leo, what I said at the beginning of the video, please, guys. Make sure you watch that if you've just joined. Okay. To do with the likes and the comments, to get you guys still remaining on YouTube for the free readings. Let's see, Leo, for the year of 2024. I can feel people clicking off and getting bored. Steve talking on his channel. I like to take my time. Page of Pentacles. So there's the child, there's the born, there's the newborn idea. There's this person that a lot of the times you could end up feeling disappointed, right? That this person's kind of just left you, and you're kind of like, well, I've just been left on my own, like to my own devices here. Some of you might have clients and people wandering in and out of your life here. Now, this could be a new person that someone has, because if they or you are not into this connection that you may have with someone, the possibilities of this being a new person for you or the other one that may not be committing all, fully to a connection that someone has, it might be because this is a new person that they have, right? It's a new relationship. It's a new connection. Let's see, Leo. Don't forget, Leo, like, the connections of other people and third or fourth or fifth parties having eights in their chart is very highly, right? So if you're always thinking, why is someone not connecting, and why is it that they're not wanting a relationship with me? One, if they've told you no, that's probably because they don't want to, or you guys have said that. But this can be a person that you or they have in mind. I'll keep you in mind. Okay. Like okay. So I'm now hearing childminder. Someone here that's going to need someone to look after the child while they go to work. This is, I've got to go to work. I need some time off work, but I still need to work. So my child is born, but I also need to get a childminder and someone to look after this kid while I go back to work. Some of you could be single parents here. Leo for 2024. 5 of Wands, Leo. Oh dear. This is getting a little bit fruity now, because someone's starting to get annoyed that someone may not want a commitment with them. But I can assure you, if there is a third party here, the person that they do want, it's very difficult for them to be in a relationship with that person too, because it's becoming frustrated. I'm getting sexually frustrated, mentally frustrated, and I'm starting to lash out at my children here also. Okay. Some of you might have big family karmic energy that is very argumentative. Now, if this is a commitment or a relationship that you're in, it turns sour quite a lot, or sour, or Sarah, but it turns argumentative, maybe over the things that I channeled at the beginning. If it's this child that has ADHD, people are having a go at this child for not concentrating, right? For not wanting to speak, for not wanting to talk, to maybe depression or isolation on one's own. And people are bullying this person here for having it. Let's see. Because it's causing conflict. But a person with mental health, do you not think that that's enough conflict without other people saying that it's your fault that you're not doing this? That's bullying a person like if they were in a wheelchair. You wouldn't tell a person in a wheelchair to get up and fucking walk, would you? Yeah. Let's see, Leo. What's going on with Leo for 2024? Ace of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Oh dear. Some of you, this is turning just literally metaphysical. No commitment, no relationship, just a connection. That's it. Whether the other person has that or not, no idea, man. You'll have to ask them. But as I see it at the moment, I'm actually not seeing a commitment. I'm not actually seeing a relationship. I'm seeing someone single that has a connection or definitely looking for a connection with somebody, but everybody that they find is very flaky. Okay. Turns sour quite quickly. Nothing seems to work out or pan out right. And I end up in these circumstances where I end up just keep having to wait and wait and wait all the time. It might be because you want a relationship, Leo, because half the time when you don't is when it's when you get things, when you're like, oh, God, I don't even want a commitment. I don't even want a relationship. And when you fuck off, right? Yeah. So it could be that. It could be someone really denying this connection, denying it all. But if there isn't a relationship here, there's more of a relationship with one's son or daughter. It's like a soulmate son or daughter that someone can't let go of. They can't seem to like disconnect from their son or daughter. And it causes arguments because the son or daughter might be of age where they're kind of like, I just want to like be free and I want to be able to do my own stuff and whatnot. But it's kind of like there's an attachment that a mother, I don't think it's a father, I think it's a mum that has to a child. And it's a certain connection that they've got that causes this Five of Wands all the time. Frustration, being frustrated and getting in my way to the point where I have to keep avoiding you because of the arguments that you keep getting in with me having mental health, with you not one understanding it and anything like that. And two, it frustrates me, the fact that you're frustrating me and everybody's just frustrated. Right? Sexually, mentally, physically, and able, Cain and Abel, Gemini. And I'm just like burnt out. This could lead to burnout here. Now, unfortunately, under the deck, I've just found Scorpio. And you know me, 4s and 5s. A.D.H.D, 7 of Cups under the deck again now. But 4s and 5s, okay, they are opposite. Taurus and Scorpio are the opposite. Life path 4, life path 5. Anybody that's a life path 5 with someone that's got a load of Scorpio in their chart, you're going to find a lot of conflict. A life path 4 with someone that has Taurus and Sagittarius in their chart, you will find a lot of conflict. Okay? Because it's opposite of opinion. It's opposite the attraction that causes a reaction of a 4 and a 5. Okay? The disagreements. We're so much alike that we're not nowhere near alike. But why is it that you fucking really annoy me at times? That I can't just seem to say anything without you disagreeing against what I'm trying to say. Who wears the breeches in this outfit, me or you? Both of us. Well, then you take your side and I'll take mine, but stop getting in my way. No. Right, that's the kind of shit that you'll get with a 4 and a 5. Okay, you will always be disagreeing and disappointed and arguing and like could be very opinionated for someone that's saying, why don't you mind your own business? Stop keep digging into my personal life and saying shit, blah, blah, blah. It's none of your beeswax and keep your nose out. Okay, that is the kind of argument that you are more than likely going to end up with this person, Leo / Aquarius or life path 8, right? So that is what we've got so far. So this is going to be over on the silver and the gold tier over on Patreon. It's a full card table spread, all clarified, telling you what to look out for throughout the rest of your year. Okay, so it's silver or gold if you hopefully join Patreon below. Like I said at the beginning, please make sure you smash that like button and that comments, because we are now looking for 150 comments and 400 likes. And as soon as it reaches that, we will do you another video, but it won't be a yearly, obviously. It'll be a different video. Okay, so it's a competition between star signs of who stays and who goes. Okay, and if you're gone, then I'll do one another time to see if it changes, and if it doesn't, it stays on Patreon. Patreon is where they always are, and I only have time to do so many on here. But if everybody's keeping up with appearance, they all come back. Okay, so you can also join the join button below, where you get 6 teaching videos. You get free question and answer every month, and so on and so forth. And you get monthly readings when I do the monthlies, because I haven't done December yet. But tells you all about it below. Thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you next time, hopefully.